Happy 420. I'm Kai.
And I'm Queen Reefer.
And you're watching
Stone Cold Murder.
Just a PSA, if you have any information to help solve a crime, you can go to crimestoppers.com to report any information anonymously.
This podcast contains material that might not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back to Stone Cold Murder, Season 4, Episode 2. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Why were you laughing?
That was just magical.
What the fuck? I was trying to be discreet. How are you?
Oh my god.
I'm going to try and discreetly hit this. Great. You can hear my sucking noises, Matt. That's not what we're here for. We're here for a podcast, man. Aren't we?
That's what I'm here for.
I'm making it awkward, so maybe we should start. Because my week is not worth talking about. We'll leave it at that. I have this new Pennywise in the back.
Cute.
So cute. Anyways. All right. Our story starts out on June 30th, 2014. A group of friends were getting ready to enjoy a nice, relaxing vacation together. So this group was traveling from Berlin to the Golden Sands Resort located in Varna, Bulgaria, which sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Like, I've never thought about traveling to Bulgaria until I started writing this, and I was, like, looking into it. It looks very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, remember those, like, science projects we used to have to do at school, and it was, like, that big old board, and there was, like, a country one we had to do?
Yes.
Pretty sure someone in my class did this country, and it looked so cool.
Bulgaria?
Yeah.
I have a confession that it took me, like, way too long to try and figure out what this was. I was like, Bulgaria. And then I had to like look it up on the map, and I'm like, you dumb bitch, Bulgaria. So, oops.
Slay.
Maybe I was too high while I was writing it, I guess. What's new?
Could be. Because sometimes we'd be reading this stuff back after like you write it, and I'm like, what the fuck are you saying here?
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Indulging in the wacky tobacco too much. Anyways, Bulgaria. So, for 28-year-old Lars Mittank, this would be his first time traveling outside of Germany, which is where he's from. And the group set off very eager to enjoy the beach, the pool, and the nightlife that Varna had to offer them. Of course, just like all other vacations, their week flew by, just like it always does.
Sad.
And on the last night of their vacation, which was July 6th, the group decided to go down to a local bar for a quick drink. It's a nice way to end the vacay. At the bar, the men were drinking and having a good time, and Lars, who was a huge football or soccer fan, was talking to some guys at the bar about some football. And apparently they got into a disagreement, and then he split from the rest of the group. And then he disappeared for the rest of the night. The next morning, Lars did show back up at the hotel, but when he did, he tells his friends that he was beat up the night before, and that the men that beat him up were hired by the other group that he had a disagreement with at the bar. Which is crazy.
Yeah, what the heck?
Right.
Man, sports fans go buck shit crazy.
For what?
For what?
For what?
It's insane. Like,
You're on vacation, buddy.
Honestly, I can understand like having a disagreement, being like, "Oh, you're a Packers fan," or "Oh, you're a Raiders fan," but like to actually get in a physical altercation over it, I'm like,
grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Danny
Or
said
like,
it's because they have no personality.
Or like the Philly fans after the Super Bowl, still
Philly's
rioted and like destroyed their city.
Philly's gonna riot regardless. That's Philly for ya. Like that's the part that Philly fans enjoy. They say, "We gonna riot."
Go Birds!
It's just crazy.
It is crazy. I have a friend that lives out there, and he was having the time of his life when the Super Bowl was on. He was fucked up.
Yeah.
Zach, I hope you're watching.
Zach, don't riot.
Oh, Zach's rioting for sure.
Damn.
I'm sure he did.
That's okay.
Yeah.
They just have to pay it later in taxes. So. Or are they hurting? They're really hurting themselves.
I don't think Philly cares at all.
No,
That's
just gonna...
Philly. Have you
I
ever
know.
watched It's Always Sunny in Philly?
Yes, but then I'm just saying, like, they're gonna destroy all this stuff, but then their taxes are gonna go up because someone has to pay for burnt buildings and cars and streets to get built again.
True.
So that's what I'm saying. You're
True.
just hurting yourself. Yeah, it might be fun, but
It's fine.
next year when you're doing your taxes, you're gonna say, "What the fuck?"
That's why they slather all the poles down with oil so you can't climb the poles.
Ooh.
Although, you know what? I saw a funny meme the other day of this avalanche because the Avs are playing the Stars, and one of our like good players got traded to the Stars like a couple weeks ago, and it's the first time we're facing off against them. But I saw a meme that was like when you're driving home from the ball arena and you see a Stars fan on the road, and the guy just like swerves into the other car.
Oh my god.
Yeah, go Avs.
I'll agree with that. Go
Yeah,
Avs.
let's go Avs. Fuck the Stars.
That's Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my really good friend.
Just kidding.
That's her team.
Ew,
I
really
know.
good friend. Fuck the Stars.
Sorry, we can't be
Ew.
friends anymore.
No. Pick someone like the Avs.
I'm just kidding. I love you. Slay Desi. Mwah.
It's okay. We can agree to disagree on the sports team.
You want to
Is
know
she from
something?
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to know something so fucked up though?
Mm-hmm.
This pisses me off. I have this friend through streaming, and he never liked hockey, and we were all in a Discord call, like all my Twitch friends and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And he was like trying to decide what team to go for, and I was like, you can go for like the Avs
Yeah.
or anybody other than the Golden Knights, and that's
Yeah.
the team he picked.
Ew.
And he's
It's-
like, I don't want to be a bandwagoner.
You're a
And I was
bandwagoner,
like, you
fine.
literally picked the like most bandwagoning team.
Exactly. They have a stacked team, and they have since they started. So like,
And they
Like,
just had
purposely
won the
stacked.
Stanley Cup when he picked this. And I'm like, okay, you don't want to be a wagoner, but you literally picked the most.
look at us
team.
getting upset over sports.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Just like we said was crazy.
He literally did it to piss me off because I said I hated them.
Yeah, fuck them. Like, what could be worse is, I'm sorry for all my Michiganders, but fuck the Detroit Red Wings. Fuck the Pittsburgh Penguins. And fuck the Dallas Stars. So there. Eat it. Eat it. No, don't lose fans. You just talk shit to me about it. You can just talk shit. It's fine. Don't lose fans. We love you, even if your team sucks.
Yeah, I mean, she's kind of got a point.
Yeah. Agree to disagree, right?
There's only one right option in this whole situation.
The
Avs.
Avalanche. Yes.
Everyone else, you're just wrong.
Blackhawks too are good. So. Anyways, Lars should have done the same thing and just said, agree to disagree, but he couldn't. And I guess he got beat up for it. Lars told his friends that his jaw had been injured along with what he thought was a ruptured eardrum,
Ouch.
which as we said before, this was his last night there.
Ooh.
So flying home is not going to be fun all the way to Germany from Bulgaria.
Yeah, could you imagine flying on a ruptured eardrum?
No.
Ooh, child.
Yeah, it would make his flight pretty fucking miserable, I would think. So they actually decided to take Lars to the hospital to get him looked at to make sure his eardrum was okay.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor prescribed him some antibiotics and told him that if he was in pain, that he should wait to fly until the pain subsides. So Lars decided to stay back, but his friends had to fly back even though they wanted to stay. He insisted that they go home. Don't waste your money on another ticket. Just go home. I'll be fine. I'll come back when my ear feels better. That's where we'll take our first smoke break.
And this smoke break is brought to you by a shameless plug. Follow me at Queen Reefer on Twitch.
Yeah.
That felt dirty.
All right, so we're back from our smoke break, and we were talking about Lars's ruptured eardrum, his friends wanting to stay behind, but him insisting that they should just go ahead and continue with their scheduled plans and go back to Germany. They all checked out of the hotel room, and Lars checked into a cheap hotel room that was closer to the airport.
Okay.
A day after his friends left, he began to act very paranoid while he was at this new hotel. Lars called his mother, who was Sandra Mittank, and he was talking in a whisper. And he told her that people were trying to kill him or rob him and that she should cancel his credit cards, which is crazy.
Wow.
The cameras in the hotel recorded him pacing up and down the halls, looking out the window, and then hiding in an elevator.
What the heck?
Right. At 1 a.m., he left the hotel before returning for after about an hour.
Okay.
So nobody knows where he went for that hour, but he left. The next morning, he called his mother, telling her that the people are pursuing him and they were getting closer. So on July 8th, Lars was seen at the Verna airport looking to fly back to Germany that day, even though his ear was not quite better.
I probably would too.
Yeah, he was like, fuck this, I'm out. Like, I'm leaving. It doesn't matter. So Lars texted his mom, letting him know that he had made it to the airport. And when he went to the airport, he saw a doctor that was there, who was Kostov. Dr. Kostov later described his behavior as nervous and erratic. So, kind of fits how he's been since his friends left.
Yeah.
And according to the doctor, he told Lars that he was fine and could return home. Mm-hmm. So he said, your ear will be okay, basically. However, Lars did not leave his office, and he expressed doubts that the medication he was taking was even helping. So at that time, a construction worker entered the office. He was working at the airport, which was undergoing renovations at the time. The doctor said that Lars then began to tremble. He then yelled, "I don't want to die here," and then, "I have to get out of here." So he seems like he was just having a psychotic break of some kind, you know. He then got up, ran out of the office. He left behind all of his luggage, which included his wallet, cell phone, and passport.
Dang.
Yeah. He was last seen captured by the airport security cameras fleeing the terminal. Once outside, he could be seen jogging away from the airport, climbing a fence, running into a meadow, and then sprinting off camera in the direction of an adjacent forest.
Dang. This guy lost his mind.
Yeah. And those are like his last confirmed whereabouts.
Oops, sorry.
After this, nobody has seen him. Obviously, he has no cell phone, no passport, no anything to help him do anything, really. And he's being pursued by crazy people, apparently.
Or so he thinks.
Yeah, we don't know if he actually was. Or if he even got beat up. Like, that's the crazy thing.
In this When you were doing your research,
Yeah.
were the people he was supposedly like being chased by, or like whoever was after him, were they ever like seen on camera, like at the hotel when he was hiding in the? Did they do a? I'll let you.
Yeah, they definitely looked through all the cameras. Nothing was seen to like support his claims, and even nobody even saw him get beat up. So his friends didn't even think he actually did, which is interesting.
You would feel like if he actually did get beat up, like there would be visible signs that he did, and he didn't have those.
And he just had a ruptured eardrum and his jaw hurt, which made me think maybe he fell.
Yeah.
Drunk, you know? But
interesting.
Yeah. An initial investigation was done to search for Lars, but no clues or signs of Lars have ever been found. There is no definitive agreement among experts, family members, as to what caused his death or his behavior, and to what extent his paranoia was rooted in. But Lars's mother, alongside Bulgarian and German doctors, have suspected that his unusual behavior was a result of the rare side effect from the antibiotic he was prescribed, which was cefprozil.
That's what I was almost going to ask, is if like they like prescribed him some medication and he had a weird psychic thing from it.
Yeah. Well, so that's that medication is known to induce psychotic side effects, including hallucinations and paranoia, which is interesting. However, the doctor at the airport said Lars had never taken the medication. He didn't take those, quote from the doctor, he did not take those antibiotics. He didn't even fill out his prescription. So his behavior could not have been a result of that.
Do you think maybe someone like drugged him while they were at the bar or something?
Maybe. But then that would mean it's lasting like 3 days.
Yeah.
I mean, which I guess could happen, but what? Like, that's crazy.
Did they ever find his body? So he's just a missing person at this point?
Yeah, presumed dead. Yeah, so that would all make sense from a psychotic break, or to have a psychotic break from something that he was slipped, or I feel like alcohol might be able to induce it at a certain point. But yeah, I thought that was crazy. He didn't fill that prescription at all. So yeah. It's a different,
because like that makes sense when they're going over the thing, but then it's like, oh wait, he didn't even fill out his thing, so it can't be that,
right?
Wow.
And the doctor said he couldn't think of a single reason why he left his office in such a panic, and that he was very confused by the whole situation. So, and he said his mother said that he had no history of mental illness before this. Like we were saying, though, something could trigger it, you know, in the right setting. Sandra, which was Lars's mother, ended up hiring a private investigator to see if he could track down her son after Bulgarian police turned up with nothing. He checked hospital records for patients without identification, but found nothing. Lars did have experience in hunting, fishing, and trapping, but there is skepticism about whether he could have been able to survive for long periods outdoors, just due to the intense heat in the summer and lack of food and lack of like anything he had with him. His mother has expressed belief that he is still alive and possibly having lost his memory. About a year after his disappearance, a truck driver thought he saw him hitchhiking in Varna.
I also wonder too if maybe like, let's say he did actually get beat up. Maybe he got like some really bad head injury that caused him to
like a concussion or something.
And because like sometimes if you have like a really bad head injury, it can like cause you to like hallucinate and stuff.
That's true.
So maybe that's what that's from.
And he did hurt his jaw and his ear, so you never know.
Or even if like, I've heard like maybe I'm fucking pulling this out my asshole, but I feel like if there's like fluid and buildup, it could like hit a certain part of your brain.
Yeah.
Or
Make it
whatever.
swell.
Yeah, make your brain swell and
Yeah.
trigger something. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but that could make sense.
Besides the truck driver, there have been multiple reporting sightings of him in several other countries, but none of them have been confirmed. I think a lot of the times with those, they're just people wanting attention. It's not actually, you know, or someone they think looks like him.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, it's just sick fucks that just want to fuck with investigations or, you know, pranking or whatever. You know, it's lame, usually. So I don't know if those are legit or not, but none of them have been confirmed for us to really know. So the footage taken from the airport was super bizarre, and because it's bizarre, by May 18th, less than 4 years after his disappearance, the security footage of him in the airport had been viewed more than 16 million times on YouTube. He's described as the most famous missing person on YouTube because of it. The clip is really bizarre and strange, and he does look frantic and paranoid and like someone's chasing him in the video. Like, he looks super scared.
Yeah.
So I don't
Definitely
know.
some hallucinations.
Yeah, and I feel bad for him because he's all by himself too. And like, if you really think someone's chasing you, that's scary.
Yeah,
Scary as
especially in a
fuck.
different country.
But the mysterious nature of the case has led to frequent discussions and growth of numerous theories. But this case remains completely unsolved to this day. What are your thoughts besides your concussion theory?
That's my only thoughts.
Aliens, Danny says. Probed him in the ear. Yeah.
That's
You
the only
heard it
logical.
here. Aliens.
Aliens. That's my thoughts.
The concussion theory is pretty
Concussion.
good. Aliens could be chasing him. I don't know. Maybe he got
What are
drunk
your
and
thoughts?
fell. I don't know. I think maybe if he did get beat up, they weren't chasing him.
And
I think
he
he
doesn't
was
even
just
have
paranoid.
to be beat up. It could also be like what
He
you
fell.
said. He fell
Yeah.
and hit his head hard
Yeah.
enough.
To think he got beat up. He remembered the fight enough to think that's what happened. I don't know. I just think it's weird that he just ran away and nobody ever seen him again.
Yeah. Did they like scope out the forest at all and
Yeah.
saw nothing?
Never found his body, never found any clothes from him, never. Obviously, he didn't have anything really with him except what he was wearing.
Yeah.
So it's not like they would find much, but you would think they would find something.
Some kind of trace.
Well,
Crazy.
any other theories for this case?
I don't think so.
No, I don't have any more theories either. So if you guys have any theories, let us know. If you want to talk shit on the avalanche, I guess you could do that in the comment section, and maybe I'll talk shit back. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just let it be, and we could just agree to disagree or something. Maybe, but maybe
No,
not.
you're wrong.
You're wrong for sure.
Oh, it did it again. Oh, it came
There
back.
it is. All right.
We're good.
Well,
Oh,
if you guys want to follow us on our social medias, maybe we will do a live stream at some point. So follow us on TikTok and Instagram and all that good shit. Till next time, stay high
stay safe.
and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when the next episode drops. Follow Stone Cold Murder and the host's socials. The link will be in the description below. And until next time, stay high, stay safe, and thanks for watching.